The definition of feminism is an advocacy of women's rights on the grounds of political, social, and economic equality. Feminism, in modern society, it carries the connotation of misandry, prejudice, and contempt towards males, but is grossly misinterpreted. The real definition of feminism is a belief that women are entitled to the same rights as men. Let's talk about feminism. First things first, we'll talk about the fact that women are objectified. Then look at a video of a woman walking around New York for 10 hours. After that, we'll look into statistics about men versus women in the workplace. And last, but certainly not least, we'll look into actual sources of real sexism. People don't hesitate to ask what a victim was wearing, typically blaming the way the victim was dressed for what happened to them. But the Huffington Post shows us a young lady dressed in a black top and black jeans receiving 100 catcalls in just 10 hours of walking around New York. But that isn't all. The men were constantly bothering this woman, some going as far as walking by her side for at least 5 minutes without saying anything. And that's not all. The contrast between the portrayal of men and women are undeniably noticeable. Joy Goma, a feminist that wrote an article on objectification on the Huffington Post, says that images of women have women dolled up, photoshopped, and manipulated to fit the slim standards and unrealistic standards of beauty. And she's not wrong. Ring ring, yes, hello, women aren't oppressed, and men have it harder. Yes, sir, you are definitely correct. Men are totally not privileged, men are totally not respected because of their gender, treated like accessories and objects, and are sexually objectified in the female gaze. But how are women treated unfairly? According to Think Process, even the highest paid female CEOs are paid significantly less than their male counterparts. And there are only 11 female CEOs out of 200 of the best paid executives. Catalyst.com says that women are 5.2% of Fortune 500 CEO positions, and 5.4% of Fortune 1000 are women. 5% is a small number. Let that sink in. Women are hardly ever given high-paying jobs, and even when they labor hard to get to that point, they are still receiving paychecks significantly less than their male counterparts. According to the U.S. News, statistics say that women are actually more likely to graduate than men. Instead of living up to gender roles and becoming your average secretary, a woman is just as likely to become a doctor. Although the facts are laid down hard, full-time female workers still receive only 78% of what men make. Unfair, right? But you've probably heard enough about sexism in the workplace. Why don't we move on to a modern piece of sexism today on the media? Here, we have the Mini-Oratory Twitter account, run by a sexist man who tweets sexist comments bashing feminism and enforcing female stereotypes. What you're probably wondering, what in the world is Meninism, let alone what a Meninist is? Meninism is the ludicrous counterpart of feminism, meant to mock the concept of women's rights and support the rights of men, which have already been earned. Not to mention, the Meninist Twitter account quote says, "Ladies, why are you still waiting for the man of your dreams to sweep you off your feet? Your job is sweeping." There's your evidence. There are your cold, hard facts that women are not receiving the equality they deserve. They are treated differently because of their gender. We need feminism because women are treated differently. We need feminism because men are not the ones being oppressed. Women are. We may have an amendment allowing us to vote and own land and so on. But are women really receiving the equality they deserve? This isn't the 1900s anymore. We need to advance in the fight for feminism, not go back in time.
Awesome.